Hello and welcome to the Team Talk on Hibs TV with the visit of St Mirren today. We're looking to turn our recent form of draws into wins and move within 1 point of the Buddies from Paisley. And I'm delighted to be joined today by Hibs Women defender Poppy Lawson. Poppy, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Firstly, I wanted to touch upon the women's team. I think it's been a fairly successful start to the season. How's it gone from your eyes?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's been successful on our behalf. I think the first round of fixtures, we've lost 2 games here at Hearts. Probably didn't make the best account of ourselves, but we've then gone and got points off Rangers and Celtic. And yeah, we've took care of the teams that we've needed to. And yeah, we're in a good place. Yeah,
there's been real progression, hasn't there, from last season?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you look at last season, where our points tally is miles ahead of what it was last season at this point in the season, and I think the teams that we know we should be taking care of, that's what we've done this season, whereas last season we potentially dropped a couple of points here and there. So no, we're in a good space, and tomorrow's game is key for us as well.
Yeah, let's talk about tomorrow's game then. Obviously, Cup quarter-final. How much are you looking forward to that and the chance of progressing in the League Cup?
Yeah, I think it's something we always talk about as a team. We want to be in cup finals. We want to be playing at big stadiums against the good teams. And yeah, we've got a knock-over Partick Thistle tomorrow. It's not going to be easy away at Peters Hill. We know that. We've been there before and they've done a job on us. So yeah, we've prepared well this week and hopefully we go there and can get through to the semis. Yeah,
and obviously you come into that game in good form as well, beating Aberdeen 7-1. Came back from a goal down as well. Shows the character within the dressing room.
Yeah, I think that's right. When we go 1-0 down, I think it's about the character and the mentality that we've got and what we can show. And that's what we've done. We probably wasn't good enough in the first half, if we're so honest. But we came out in the second half and put 6 goals past them, and yeah, it was 3 points and job done.
Yeah, we can see Kirsten Riley's kind of equaliser here. How big of a moment was that just to set you off on the right path?
Yeah, I think, 1-0 down, we needed that equaliser to probably just settle us down and make us a bit more comfortable and get us moving the ball a little bit quicker. So yeah, I think as soon as that goal went in and we got to half time and we had a chat about what we needed to do better, and it was just the basics of touch pass and find the space. And yeah, once the second half started, we were flying and yeah, put 6 past them, which is always nice.
Yeah, we've seen Ailey Adams' goals as well. She's been in fantastic form this season, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. She's a top striker. I think she probably didn't get the chances she wanted last year, but this year pre-season she came back. She was flying, and yeah, it's healthy competition. We've got some really good players at the minute, and yeah, like I said, it's healthy competition, and the bench is looking so strong. Starting 11's looking so strong. So no, it's a good place for us to be in.
And I suppose from your perspective as a defender, if you can keep goals out of your end, well, you'll certainly score at the other end.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we always speak about. We know that we've got goals in us. We can probably score 3, 4, 5 on a day. So yeah, if the likes of me and Shiv and Ellis and the fullbacks around us can keep a clean sheet, there's no worries that we can get 3 points, and that's even against the top teams. I think we're strong enough in all areas to go and score and create chances. But for us defenders, it's key this season to make sure that we don't concede at the other end.
Yeah, and Kathleen McGovern scored a hat-trick, what was it, in the last kind of five minutes or so in the game?
A 6-minute hat-trick, I think could be probably one of the quickest. But she's the same. She's come in and give Ailey some really healthy competition between the both of them. They're both on goal-scoring form. The pair of them are probably playing some really good football at times, and Grant's got a headache, but the both of them are cracking away and chomping at the bit. So, yeah, really positive, and the squad's in a good place at the minute.
Yeah, and like you say, going well in the league, 5th at the moment. What are the ambitions?
I think, we've got some in-house ambitions that we'll probably we keep to ourselves, but I think for us it's just about game by game.
Yeah.
It sounds cliche, but take each game as it comes. We've got a quarter-final to focus on tomorrow, and then next week it's another big derby at Tynecastle. So I think just keep picking away, and obviously the main point is trying to put consistent performances in. If we can get some consistency with the performances, then results will come, and taking points off the top 3, which we've already succeeded at this half of the season, so we'll just look to continue that on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably not something that you think about much anymore, but throwing back to when you were a kid, what kind of activities did you like to do it in half term?
God, I think for me I was a pain. I just wanted to be out.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to be out with the boys, kicking a ball, playing on a scooter, playing on a bike, going to the shop with £1 and making it last the whole day. But no, I was football mad. I'd go out as soon as I woke up, and I wouldn't be coming back until the first street light came on. So that was me from if I had a week off or 2 weeks, that's all I ever wanted to do.
Fantastic. Well, the reason I asked is because today is the Community Foundation match day. There's loads of activities going on around the stadium. Let's just take a quick look at some of the half-term activities that they put on for kids in the local area.
Hibs Heroes is our holiday programme that we run every school holiday for kids, no matter whether it's the first time you played football, you play football weekly, what your experience is. It's open to everyone, and it's a great chance for 5 to 12-year-olds come along in the school holidays, keep themselves active, play some football with their friends and make new friends.
As a coach, it's really rewarding because we see kids come in like on the very first day all shy, and by the end of the week they're probably the loudest kid here. So it's really good like having our coaches to help support the kids in their journey here, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
They make friends all the time, then they'll come home and tell me about this new friend that they've met, which is really, really nice because there's not a lot of opportunities for them to go and meet new friends a lot, so something like this is really, really helpful.
Well, the best thing for me is building relationships and helping kids thrive. It's about when they come in with a smile on their face on the Monday, making sure that that stays the whole time, and being a small part of the reason the child smiles that day is a massive, massive confidence thing for them, and it's a massive benefit to all of us.
They love it, they absolutely love it. Even when I'm not working, they still ask to come, so that's my main reason. I think, do you know what? I think it's their confidence and their technical abilities have really, really came on. You know, they've always been passionate about football, but actually coming here and, you know, learning the sort of technical skills, but also having the teamwork and learning to play as a team and learning to pass, and it really helps with their confidence and their teamwork and skills.
In the past, we've given out match day tickets, we've had players along, kids meet players, so it's good to have people meet their heroes as well.
I've sent them every time for the last couple of years. Like, they really, really enjoy it.
I love Hibs Heroes. I love Hibs Heroes. I love Hibs Heroes.
You can see some of the fantastic work there from the Hibernian Community Foundation, and someone who's a big advocate of their work is our first team men's captain, Joe Newell. He recently joined the Community Foundation board and wants to make a big difference to the local community.
Joe, first of all, we'll start with the news that you've joined the Hibs Community Foundation as a board member.
Yeah, so I got asked to come on board when Marshy retired. Obviously he stepped away from it because he couldn't commit to it anymore. And I just thought the connection between the board and the foundation and the players, the team, was really good. So yeah, they asked me to come on board and kind of continue that. And yeah, I was more than happy to do so. They do so much amazing work. So yeah, more than happy, and I look forward to working with it.
Yeah, because you've been involved in quite a few of their events in recent times. You're on the Kilt Walk, helped out at Christmas Day last year. Was this the kind of natural next step for you? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think, like I say, when Marshy stepped down, they were looking for someone, and because I've always been happy to help and kind of wanted to help and do my bit, it was kind of natural for me to kind of step up. So yeah, it's something that I'm really looking forward to and really enthusiastic about, and something's obviously that we all know is so important, so vital to so many people. They help out of varying different things, different people of different ages, all across the city really. So yeah, it's good.
Another programme we run with the Hibernian Community Foundation is Team United. It helps young people overcome social barriers and participate more in sports. Let's just have a quick look at that as well.
You know, Roddy's my only child. He is funny, he is kind, and he's an absolute cracker, he really is. He wasn't diagnosed with autism until he was 6, but it was so unsurprising, frankly. I think we'd known it from a really young age that he was just Roddy, frankly, and he just did things Roddy's way. He's got so many amazing qualities, and there are bits he finds really hard, and those are the bits I would change. I wouldn't change him, but I would change how the world is for him and how he's treated. And
school is not good at the moment.
why is it not good?
I don't want to get into it, no.
Don't want to get into it? Is it upsetting for you to talk about it? Okay.
His dyspraxia affects how he moves, affects his motor skills, his coordination, his balance is really poor. You know, his peers, started to move on and Roddy wasn't able to keep up. So I found Team United on one of the mums groups that I'm on. So we went along to check them out.
Please give a huge welcome to all the players.
My name's Anne Brown. I'm the director and the founder of Team United. My son's autistic and I knew what football meant to him and how much it changed his life. So I decided to actually do something myself and started off Team United.
It has given him confidence, it has given him self-belief, it's given him that safe space to learn how to play football. He'll be the one clapping and cheering everyone on and saying, right, come on lads, let's do this.
All right, let's go.
Autism, it's just a different perspective in the world, isn't it, really?
What would you say to those people who don't understand?
Just be kind to autism people. Just be kind to them. Make sure they're okay.
And what do you think about football?
I love it.
Well, Poppy, we just saw some of the fantastic work there that the Community Foundation does. Obviously, it's the Community Foundation match day as well. You've been at the club for, just over 2 years. How central do you think the Community Foundation is into helping people in the local community?
Yeah, I think it's massive. Like today, 500 tickets have been given out to the community to try and get them down to watch football. It's a great club to try and get yourself into and be a part of, and looking around outside of the stadium and the community and what they do for young people and young adults to try and get them into activity, to just make them feel welcome and make them feel like they've got a purpose. So yeah, I think the community for the club is massive, and it'll only help young people and young adults in good stead of the lives coming up. Absolutely, and it's hugely supported, isn't it, from the men's team and the women's team as well, kind of all about the Community Foundation. Yeah, definitely. Like we just saw, Joe Newell has become a Community Foundation on the board, and he really wants to help the community out, and it puts a good word and a good name on the club as well, to help young kids and young people, just like I said, just to be felt like they have a purpose and to be welcomed into something with open arms, and I think that's what the club do really well at. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll just go to a quick break now, but make sure to stay with us because we'll be chatting more around today's game against St Mirren, and we'll hear from our head coach David Gray as well. We'll catch you in a minute.
I'm getting some work done. Enough of that. I am totally winning! Oh, and relaxing.
Here's your water.
With a coffee, thank you. I love this film. I'm doing all of this on my way to Mum's. Because it's all possible on an LNER train.
Next stop, London.
And I'm almost there.
Hello and welcome back to Hibs TV as we continue to build up to today's William Hill Premiership game against St Mirren. We come into this one off the back of a 1-1 draw with Dundee United. Let's just take a quick look back at that one.
Boys are trying to coast away there from Glenn Middleton, but Middleton stuck tightly to him. Hibs have won it back though. Obita and Hoylett linking up to good effect over on that far touchline.
Yeah, they look like they've got a good understanding. One comes in, one's wide, and one comes short, one goes long. So that's the way kind of work a partnership, and it looks good.
Kind of player you'd have loved to have played alongside, I'm sure.
Always available.
Decent delivery, Lewis Miller. Hibs have the lead. 27 minutes on the clock. Lewis Miller bullets a header beyond Jack Walton in the United goal. And that combination of Hoylett and Obita over on the far side providing the delivery for the big Aussie to give Hibs the lead.
Yeah, they've both started really well, and that's a threat that Millsy's got as well. For a full-back to go in and attack the back post, it'll be a nightmare to play against, so it's a great header.
Ferry has to come all the way back to his goalkeeper Walton. I would imagine that will...
He done well there, Ferry. I thought he was going to nick it off.
I'm surprised that Hibs a wee opportunity just to regroup in the middle of the park. Ball played out wide. Bahora just stands his ground there. He's going to be penalised for that. Tucked in. Bursick's down there. He manages to palm that one away. VAR checking for a possible penalty. Quite see where
didn't see anything there at all.
Where that one was. Was it that incident in the centre there where the United man falls? I mean, not really sure there was much in that. That's just a collision of players in a box as the ball's played into the penalty area.
Oh,
he's going to hit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It really is. And a red card for Nikola Kukarevich. Bobby steps up, left foot, slots it into the corner. Bursick goes the wrong way. One apiece in the 89th minute, but there'll be a few minutes to be added yet.
Well, Poppy, we just look back at that Dundee United draw. A lot's been made in the last kind of 5-10 minutes of games. You're obviously a defender yourself. When the clock is ticking and you kind of look up at the scoreboard and there's 5 minutes left and you're only kind of one goal ahead, what goes through your mind as a defender when you have been in a little bit of a rut and conceding late goals?
Yeah, it's nervy. I'm probably screaming at my strikers to take more chances. But no, I think the performances have been very good. Like we just seen on that Dundee game, we've probably played them off the park for a majority of the game. And yeah, it's just about how they can shut the door in the last 10 minutes. But yeah, I think it'll come. I think David's probably got them working on the training ground now because it's probably happened too many times of what he wants it to happen. But yeah, it'll come times like that. It's hard, but I'm sure there'll be a flick of the switch at some point in the season and they'll start winning 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. So yeah, I think it's just about biding the time, but I'm sure it will come.
Yeah, taking the positives out of that game. Obviously, it's another draw, 3 draws that we've had now in a row, a platform to build on against the St Mirren side that, like us, have struggled for form a little bit. Yeah,
I think it's like you said, football's about winning, but you know, if you don't lose, then happy days as well. But you know, I'm sure the players and the manager will always want 3 points, just like everybody does. Yeah, St Mirren are struggling. Looks like they're struggling for injuries at the back. So hopefully we can capitalise on that and get 3 points and send the fans home happy today.
Yeah, and Joe Newell was obviously back at last weekend anyway. He put in an excellent performance, especially in the first half in terms of driving the team forward. How influential could he be again today? Yeah, massive. I think he's a big player for them. I think even in the derby we missed him a lot. Unfortunate for him to miss out due to suspension, but yeah, he'll be massive again today and hopefully he can put on a good show. Absolutely. Well, let's hear from him again now as he previews today's match.
But it's not just as simple as that. You know, we need to be scoring more. We need to be more clinical going forwards to kind of ease that pressure if it does come. So yes, that's a small thing, but we're obviously working on everything at the minute, and you know, the hard work has been continuous, and we've still got a lot of faith. I've got so much faith in the group and the team. I firmly believe that we'll be sitting here in a couple of months' time looking back and kind of just thinking that was a terrible start, but look where we are now. We feel like we're where we deserve to be.
Well, Poppy, we heard from Joe Newell there. One of the big points that he made in the press conference was that the players need to do more for the manager. When you have that siege mentality in the dressing room, that can be huge, can't it, coming into a match day?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you've got a manager that you want to play for, it really helps. I think the players will be probably feeling sorry for the manager. Potentially at times it's not his fault. The players have got to put a shift in and try and win for him. It's probably him that gets most stick for picking the team and doing the tactics and stuff. But no, a lot of responsibility does hold on the shoulders of the players.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can hear we're building up to the match day currently. But let's hear now from our head coach David Gray, looking ahead to today's match.
Dave, obviously leading up to this weekend's game against St Mirren, how's the week been?
It's been a positive week, I think. Bit of a frustrating start because of the weekend, obviously. I think the players were really hurting because they really felt we deserved to get the 3 points against Dundee United. Now, we can't feel sorry for ourselves at all and look for excuses at all. What's happened has happened. We've moved on really quickly, but again, many positives to take, especially with how we played in the game. We need to take that into St Mirren and make sure we turn that 1 point into 3 points this weekend.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about the group sticking together and making sure that everyone is together whilst we're in this difficult moment. How do you create that culture at HTC and on the training pitch?
A lot of that's to do with the players. You know, the players you bring in, the type of characters you've got in the changing room. Very lucky that we have got a real good group of players that are hurting at the moment because they all want to be successful. They're staying together. And then myself and the staff that I've brought into the football club are a big part of that as well. You know, making sure that we are looking at the positives. We're not just papering over the cracks on the negatives as well. We need to make sure we do that because everybody's got the ultimate aim of trying to improve and trying to get more success, because where we find ourselves just now, we know we're underachieving massively, but we also know how quickly it can turn. And we honestly believe with how the group feels at the moment, how close we are, how hard they are working, and how almost that feeling of desperation to get it right because they really, really want it. I can see them putting in every day, and I believe it will turn because of that.
Yeah, hopefully it'll turn this weekend against St Mirren. What do you expect from them?
It'll be a real tough test. It always is. Always very well organised, very good without the ball, and then very good on the break. You know that with the way they play forward quickly, they've got real power and pace up front. And as I've already touched on, big strong physical side that'll force you to defend when required, but they'll always be very organised.
And in terms of team news, how are we looking? How's Lewis Miller? Obviously he came off with a knock last weekend.
So he came off sort of 60 minutes. He has been sort of managing an ankle issue, going through the pain barrier, so to speak. He has been back on the grass, which is positive, and we'll just see if he reacts from that. You've got Chris Cadden's trained for the full week now, which is a positive obviously as well, just because of Millsy's situation. And then Dwight Gale's been back in training as well, so there is players coming back, and then the ones that have sort of been in and out or injuries or suspensions are all, the group is pretty healthy at the moment, which is a positive, apart from the obvious ones. You lose Miko through suspension.
Yeah, plenty to think about though with Dwight and Chris Cadden both potentially coming back this weekend.
Yeah, it just adds sort of options. Ideally you'd have liked them to have more minutes in the legs or a bit more time on the training pitch, but the circumstances and situation we find ourselves in is we need to make sure we pick the best side and get the players ready to go, and to make sure we get the result of the weekend.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, cheers.
Well, Poppy, we just heard from David Gray just then, and he spoke around the team news. Firstly, how much of a boost is it to have Dwight Gale and Chris Cadden back in the matchday squad today? Yeah,
it's massive. Dwight's a big presence up there. He'll be able to take chances. If he takes one chance in the game, that's all you need him to do. And the same with Chris Cadden. He'll get up and down that pitch like you would not believe. He always seems to be the one that gives 110% for the team all the time. So yeah, it's a massive boost, and hopefully we can see them both back on the pitch today. It has felt for a couple of weeks like it's one player back, but then one player missing as well. Obviously Mikola not in the squad today because he's suspended, and Lewis Miller's a doubt as well. I suppose David Gray will just be wanting everyone fit and available, so he has the best team to choose from. Yeah, he probably wants a headache. If I'm being honest, he probably wants a full squad to pick from, whether that's through injury, suspension. But yeah, he's got a decent enough squad. He's got plenty of very good players to choose from, and hopefully they can go on today and put a good performance on.
Yeah, he said in that interview as well, obviously St Mirren are very good on the break at getting the ball forwards quickly. We saw that on the opening day of the season when they beat us at their place. How important is the awareness at the back gonna be today against them?
Yeah, it's going to be massive if we can have a lot of possession. It's always about how can the defenders stay switched on. It's always hard when you have a lot of the ball. To get caught in one moment is all it takes in a team like St Mirren. So yeah, hopefully we can stay switched on and we can put the ball in the back of the net at one end and keep it out at the other.
Yeah, just finally then, where do you think the game today could be won or lost for Hibs?
Potentially in both boxes. I think in the middle of the park we're very good. We can keep the ball very well. I think as soon as we get into St Mirren's box, can we finish the chances that we create? And as soon as they get into our box, can we just shut the door and allow them not even to get any shots on target? Because I think any shot on target, you've got a chance of it always going in. It can ricochet off anything. So yeah, both boxes, and if we can be good in ours, I'm sure that the strikers and the forward players will put a few away today.
Absolutely. Well, let's hope so. Thank you, Poppy, for joining us, and thank you for everyone at home watching as well. You can donate to the Hibernian Community Foundation as well online on their website, hiberniancf.org. Thank you very much for watching.